Shamari Smith. If y'all don't know, I never introduced myself, but here I am. Today I'm gonna talk about 5 things that you should consider before going to graduate school. For those who don't know, I'm currently a Master of Social Work student, and you know, it's been an interesting experience. It's literally only my first semester. My first semester isn't even over yet, but these are things that y'all should consider before starting a similar journey. So, the first thing, think about the real reason that you want to go to graduate school. The true reason that you want to go. Not because your parents want you to go, not because all your friends are applying to grad school so you want to apply so you don't look like the dumb friend, and not because none of your friends are applying to grad school and you want to look like the smart friend. Like, nobody cares. Like, really. Like, you already graduated undergrad, so that's good enough, honestly. So, make sure you're not doing it for other people or for, like, how it looks. Make sure you're doing it for yourself. Also, don't do it because you're scared of, like, the real world after college. Because I'm going to admit, like, that was one thing that, like, I feel like one of the reasons I applied was because I was trying to push off, like, real world. And that's not a good idea. Like, you're gonna have to go into the real world eventually, and you're never gonna be ready. So might as well just start. Might as well not get thousands of dollars in debt because you're trying to push off going to the real world. So just because you're scared you think you can't get a job, or you're scared of, like, living alone, or scared to pay bills or whatever, like, honey, just, you're gonna have to get there eventually. Might as well start early. So yeah, that's the first thing. So if someone asks you, why do you want to go to graduate school? You should have a clear answer. I want to go to graduate school because blah, 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 blah. Not because, oh, my mom wants me to. Oh, all my friends are, like, oh, I'm scared of life. Oh, get it together. Okay. The second thing that you should consider, really take a second, and I want you to really think. Are you a good student? Like, are you really a good student? Like, do you get good grades? Do you have good time management skills? Do you have good organizational skills? Because grad school will most definitely test all of those things. So for my program, we cannot get lower than a B. Ain't no B minus, ain't no C, ain't no nothing. Ain't no D's get degrees or C's get degrees, whatever it was. Like, it's B's get degrees out here. And that's just for my program. That's just MSW. I don't know what other programs got, but I'm sure they're not gonna let you get a master's degree if you're out here getting C's and D's. So you need to make sure that you really, like, are a good student. If you thought undergrad was hard, like, it's just gonna get harder. Like, it's gonna be more reading, it's just gonna get more rigorous, more, like, tests. I don't know. In my program, there's not really tests. It's mostly reading and essays. I've written 1 billion essays in the first, like, 3 months of this program, and I still got 3 more semesters to go. So it just depends on what type of program you're at. You're not gonna be able to skip on through graduate school like you might have been able to skip on through undergrad. Like, it's not gonna work. Like, you're gonna end up having to retake all your classes and then wasting a bunch of money. And then also, like, time management ties into that second point. Like for my program, we have to do 20 hours a week of internship. 20 hours a week of internship on top of our regular class hours. And then I have a part-time job. So I'm working a part-time job and then 20 hours of internship and class, and trying to do YouTube and trying to live my regular life. Like, that's a lot. And you need to be able to keep your grades up, you need to keep your money up, and you need to keep your mental health up. So if you're, like, all over the place and you don't know how to be organized, like, honey, like, girl, it might be a problem. So keep that in mind. Third thing to consider. This is something else I really need you to sit down and think about. When you think of this program, because you have to pick, you know, a specific, like, area for grad school. So when you think about this, I want you to really consider, like, can you really see yourself working in this field for the rest of your life? Maybe not the rest of your life, maybe the next 20 years until you do a career change. But for the next 20 years, could you really see yourself doing this work? Or are you just in this program because, oh, like, I don't know what I want to do. I could do this or this or this. Like, you need to really know. Because you're not going to be bouncing from program to program to program to program, because that money is going to be adding up and up and up and up. So are you going to waste your time in a program where you're not, like, 100% sure about, or can you go into the workforce? You can go into the workforce, work a job in this area. Oh, I don't like it. Work a job in that area. Oh, I don't like it. Work a job in this area. Oh, I love it. And now maybe you want to go to grad school in that area. But don't just hop into grad school right after undergrad if you're not sure about what you want to do, honey. If you're not sure, like, you're going to be miserable. Like, you're actually going to be miserable in it because you're not going to be very interested in the material. Or after you graduate, or in the middle of it, you're going to realize that, oh, this isn't for me. And now what? Now you're stuck. Or you got to reapply somewhere else. And everybody know applications suck. So good luck with that one. Whew, man. It's a lot of work giving advice. Okay. Fourth thing you need to think about. And this one is pretty self-explanatory. Money. Money, honey. If you didn't know, now you know. Grad school is expensive. It's expensive. Especially if you want to go out of state for grad school, which is what a lot of people do, or you want to, I don't know, go somewhere else, expand your horizons. That out-of-state tuition is going to smack you across the face. So if you're really like content with being in debt, because you're gonna be in debt unless your name is Blue Ivy Carter, you're going to be in debt after grad school, and you're gonna have to pay that off. So your first few paychecks, you think you're living large, you're done with school, you ain't gotta pay no tuition. Oh no, that's going straight to the IRS because they're collecting. Don't think they're not collecting because they're gonna come collect. So it's like, are you okay with being current broke and future broke? Because you're gonna be current broke because, I mean, you're not gonna be able to work a full-time job. I mean, maybe you can if you're like that, like you that cool. You could go to school full-time and work full-time. If you can do that, then you're not gonna be broke. You're gonna be straight. But me, no. I'm broke because I only work part-time and I don't have time for any other jobs, so I gotta do internships, and I gotta do class, blah, blah, blah. I barely have any money in my pocket. Are you content with living with roommates? Like, I live by myself, and that was on me. So most of my money goes to my rent. But if it was roommates, you know, you can cut that down, but I just couldn't. Like, I did not want to live with roommates no more. No offense to my previous roommates, because I loved you guys. But I just want my own space, you know, I'm grown. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. But yeah. So just make sure that you understand that you're going to be broke for a minute, because you're going to be broke during the program, and you're going to be broke afterwards while you're paying off these loans that you took out. So yeah. Last thing, think about if you have strong mental health. Is your mental health strong, or are you struggling a little bit right now? Which is okay if you're struggling with your mental health a little bit. You know, seek a professional. But if you are, you may want to put off grad school until you're a little bit, you know, stronger in that area, because it will take a toll on your mental health. Like, it's stressful. Like, it's really, really stressful. You have a lot of stuff to get done in a small amount of time. You really have to be able to manage your time. And if your mental health is all over the place, you need to have good coping mechanisms. You need to be able to, you need to know what to do when you're feeling a little stressed, you're feeling a little overwhelmed, or feeling a little anxious or anything. You need to know, like, what works for you and how you can calm yourself down and how you can, you know, bring yourself back together and bring yourself back up, so that so that your grades aren't suffering, so that your mental health isn't suffering, so that your life isn't suffering, because nobody wants to be suffering. So if your mental health isn't where you think it should be, maybe you need to take some time for yourself before embarking in a graduate school program. So those are my 5 things that I think y'all should consider. And let me just say, it's a good thing. It's good it'll expand your knowledge. It will, it could open the doors for more money in the future. It could, not always, but it could open the doors for more money. Open the doors for more money in the future. But you just need to think of the reasons why you want to go to grad school, because you can make money without a graduate degree, and you can make money with a graduate degree. You know, it just depends on how the cookie crumbles, my guy. So I hope you guys learned a little something from this. I hope you guys are able to really think about if it's for you. And yeah, that's all for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.